Okay, the current favorite song, because mimi nyimbo zangu favorite zinaendanga na season. A song can be favorite for last month, but not favorite for me this month. Unaweza kufanya, unaweza kutenda mambo makubwa zaidi ya niombayo. Unaweza kufanya, unaweza kutenda mambo.
Hello and praise God. My name is Vani Omondi and I would like to welcome you to another episode of my testimony show. So with me today is a great woman of God, a woman that is empowered, a woman that is so blessed, anointed. Yani, I think hata nikianza kudescribe nitakuwa na underdo because you're such a great person. You're such a great person. So allow me to introduce our guest for today. Yes, introduce yourself, please.
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity to have me for this interview. My name is Naomi Praise and I'm born again. I'm so happy to be here to share the testimony concerning my life. It has been so good. My walk with God is just awesome. Thank you.
So in short, who is Praise?
Praise is a woman who loves God, a woman who is in career, a woman who loves people. Yes, generally that's me.
Okay. So Praise, able to ambie to your life from your childhood, the way you were brought up, yeah, until this time that you were born again, yeah? Okay.
Yes, so as I've said, my name is Praise. I come from Kiambu County in Gatondo South, and from a family of 6 children. I'm the 4th born of the 6 of us, but I'm the first girl, the first lady in the house. I'm so proud of that. And in my childhood, I can say that I grew up, I used to fetch water, fetch firewood, yani the general life of our lifestyle back there at home. And so
nyinyi si watoto wa Nairobi.
Mimi naweza sema Nairobi ni kufika nimefika. Mimi si wa hapa.
Okay.
Yeah, so I grew up back there at home, and I thank God for the well upbringing by my parents. Walinionyesha kuenda kanisa mapema, wakanipeleka Sunday school where I was nurtured until ikafika wakati nikaamua mwenyewe kuokoka, and that has
This
been,
was in
yes, back in 2012. That is when I got born again, and it has been a great walk with God. So yes, generally that's my childhood life.
Okay, so can you please take us through now the testimony itself?
The journey itself.
Yes.
Now, being the first girl in the house, I had all my brothers ahead of me, so they had to take good care of me. And I thank God for the opportunity whereby I went to primary school. My primary school was called Rubori Primary School. Then I was changed to a different school. That was back in 2011. I was changed to a different school that was very far away from home. My dad used to walk me to that place, almost 10 kilometers away from home. Each and every day he used to wake me up, prepare, and take me to school. That was back in 2011. And so the journey was so long, but I used to trust God. I had faith that God one day, that things would be better and I'll be a better child, I'll be a blessing to the family. And in 2012, God answered our prayers. I passed, and in my high school, God made a way. The family came together and they had to take me to high school. I went to high school in Miriliki Girls High School in Lower Kabete. That is where I schooled. That was the place whereby my character was developed. I don't want to say character development, but what I mean in nilichongwa vizuri, because I had wonderful teachers and if I had a chance, I would go back to that school. It was one of my best.
I've heard of Meriliki.
Yes,
It's a nice school.
yes, that was my school. So in high school, I used to fear people, because you see, coming from the village here, you're coming to meet people born to house, people whose parents are managers and such, and here my parents were farmers back at home. So I used to fear and feel timid, but I used to beat them. I used to work very hard, because I knew if I don't work hard, there are other people who are looking up for the motivation. The motivation is a family. So nikaendelea vizuri, nikasoma, na I'm giving my education. This is the education part of my life. So nikasoma, nikapita in form 4, nikapita, Mungu akanisaidia nikapita, because I could feel ningekuwa aibu sana kama ningefail. So I had a motivation, like I have to make my family proud because of the kind of sacrifices they had made. The community itself, they used to support me. They were like, as long as Wamboi, they call me Wamboi back at home, as long as Wamboi is ready to study, we are ready to push her forward to make her dream come true. So it has been. Then after Form 4, I got an admission letter to Karatina University. Karatina University, I was admitted in 2017, August 2017. That is when I was admitted to that school. It was easy for me in university in terms of my fees, because help was there to cater for my fee, not as compared to my high school. The school fees was higher, much more higher than the university one. Then I pursued bachelor's degree in actuarial science, and that course was not a joke. I can say that I had fun in university per se, because that course was really demanding. So nikasoma first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and nikamaliza last year 2021 ndo nikamaliza masomo yangu.
Let me cut you kidogo. Okay. You say at this point you're already born again.
Yes.
Now, can you take us to that period when you're coming to be born, when you're realizing Christ in your life?
Okay, the journey of my salvation. I said earlier on that I was brought up in a Christian family. Yes, in a Christian setup. But as days went on, I decided to give my life to Christ on my own, because I understood that salvation ya wazazi wangu haingeniokoa, salvation ya sister zangu haingenisaidia. See? So I remember tulienda kanisa September 2012. And ilikuwa hiyo mood ya KCPE, and people say, huyu wanaokoka juu wanaogopa mtihani. But sasa pale tulikuwa tumeamua watu wanne, like tutaokoka kesho on a Saturday. And so during the service, when the pastor asked who is there who would like to give his or her life to Christ, then there I was so courageous. I went, I got born again there, and that is how my walk with God started. Yes.
So you joined in 2017, the university.
Yes.
2017 to 2022?
21.
So how was it? Ilikuwa challenging now that you are born again, unajua watu wa university and all that stuff?
Okay. For my salvation case in the university, our university was the best place to be as long as you were born again. Like, it was fully packed in terms of morning devotion, evening devotion. We had services on Thursday, we had missions, we had power pack, we had, like, it was a power packed package as long as you were born again. So when I got to Karatina University, I had a desire in my heart, like I wanted to do academics, because that is the first reason as to why I went there, and still I wanted to
academics in
terms of
teaching,
kusoma, in terms of nimekuja kusoma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and still to pursue God, like to live for God in campus. I believe it was the notion that campus students were rotten,
Yeah.
very bad, yes. But deep within me, I could feel, no, I want to change this thing. I want to be outstanding. I want to be an example to others who would join campus after me. So in campus, when I got into campus, I think I was easily identified, like automatic. I don't know whether it's automatic or the favor of God. The leaders back then identified me, and they were like, praise, we would like to give you a leadership position. And I was like, no, you don't give first years leadership position. Why me? How will I lead the fourth years, the second years, the third years? I could fear. But they told me that, no, we are going to work with you in this. Like the favor of God was with me. And that is how I got into leadership in first year, in praise and worship. And you see, the role of the praise and worship prayer coordinator is to text people who would lead service in the morning, who would lead prayers during the service. We had prayer and fasting on Thursday, every Thursday per week. So I used to feel, what if I tell the fourth year, naone, huyu ni first year ananiambia nifanye hiyo kitu, mimi sitafanya, you see? But I think they loved me, in a way they loved me, they respected me, despite being a first year, they respected me. Then from there, I had a good leadership. The rest of the leaders whom I was serving under, they were great people. They
so
nurtured
we can say
me.
that your salvation journey was a bit easy.
It was not easy. It was not easy because despite me getting born again in 2012 and then joining campus 5 years later, it was not easy because I was exposed.
This gap in high
Yes,
school
in
now.
high school,
High
yes.
school is when vitu
Yes.
zilikuwa ngumu kidogo. I can imagine because at class 8 sidhani
Unajua,
sidhani kama unajua nini.
Hakuna.
So going to form 1 and then you get na vile watu wa high school wanakuanga, I can imagine, you know, university is easier because you are all grown up.
Yes,
You know what you want.
Yes.
So talk about the high school.
The high school life. You see, I said earlier that I can say like I'm the vision of our home. And so there was no way I could go to high school and start joking. I could not forget my father is there harvesting coffee, my mother is there doing labor work and such, and then I'm here trying jokes. I've never gone for a suspension or such a case, or done any easy punishment, no. Because I could feel, no, I want to live this kind of life. I want to be respectful. I had my own standards per se. I don't know how. Yes, but that it was easier. But the temptations were there, but prayer. I was very prayerful. I can say that the weekend challenge, these people that used to come to talk to us, like this and that, I used to admire them so much. And so I would pray and tell God, God, give me the grace to sustain my salvation, so that one day when I'll get to campus, I'll come back and be a testimony to the others. So I could say prayer. We had the sessions to read the Bible. We had the sessions to be counseled. We had great sessions there. So that's why I could say that salvation has not been easy to sustain by my own strength, but because God gave me the grace.
Okay, we go to nilikuwa
To
nimekukatiza pole.
Kwa campus.
Yes.
So
ulikuwa unamalizia leadership and all.
the leadership, yes, in second year, I was nominated and selected and given a chance to serve as the music coordinator in the whole school or in the whole Christian Union. And by then, when you get into leadership, you're given a file like for the previous leaders who had served ahead of me. So I could go through the file and see this leader wanted to achieve this, they did not achieve. So I could take my notebook, a separate notebook, write all those visions down. Then as a mother, they used to call me mom. As a mother, I had 15 leaders below me, 5 in technical, 5 in praise and worship, and 5 in choir. And so we used to hold meetings. I could give them the vision. I want us to buy a drum set. I want us to buy a power amp. Like I used to tell, this is the way to go. And because music is a passion in me, and then they could see the passion the passion I had while leading them, it was easier for them. But the rejection sometimes could come through, because of course in leadership no one would just love you. And then I had to become tougher sometimes because of the dressing code, because of the character. You see, tuko campus, so watu lazima unawaambia wewe utakuwa unaimba juu ya hii na hii na hii, such things.
How do they feel about this?
I used to be hated by a group of people in such a way that I could see. We could meet with some of the music members or the CU people, and then they could be like, oh, I can't talk to Naomi, oh, I can't talk to Praise, oh no. And then some could leave, but I used to follow them up and tell them, I'm so sorry if I nilikuhurt, pole sana, haikuwa intentional. It was in my way to leadership. And that's how I got them. Majority of them came back. Tulikuwa tunapanga worship experience huko CU yetu, tulikuwa tunapanga ma practices za usiku, tulikuwa tunaenda benchmarking. Like it was wonderful. Like I've had a very nice experience both in my life as long as music was concerned. Yes. So in that year they chose me again. I had to retake. They were like, no, your work in the CU in the music department is not yet over. And I was like, I feel, you see, I was prone to feeling like I'm used to this work. I was there in second year, now in third year, but I felt, God, I want I want a new role. Like maybe I had achieved previously some of the things that I did, but I felt, no, God give me a new role. And we had a place called VOP, Valley of Peace, in the institution. That place is where we could go kneel and pray. So I could carry maybe the list of the members that I had in the team, because wengine wanaweza kuwa wasumbufu. So I could carry that paper and go and pray for all of them, pray in my room, pray like I just depended on God. So in that year, nikaretake leadership, nikafanya kazi yenye Mungu alinisaidia hiyo that year. Then in fourth year COVID ikakuja. Then we had to hand over. We were supposed to hand over in that year, but because hatukuwa COVID ikaingia, ikabidi extend. So we gave our best. We did our best to mold the CU. I can say, like kama sahi mahali penye niko hapa, naweza sema hata nikiweza rudi nyuma hakuna kitu naweza give, because I gave my best when I was in that current position. And that has been my way. Yeah, I mentored very many, because as a leader, some are there looking up to you in terms of academics, because asingependa tena ni fail mamtihani then waseme kama tuko na music hapa mbona hata mimi ninaogopa such things. So nilikuwa na give my best in terms of kusoma. I could wake up very early in the morning at 4, because maybe at night, maybe around 7, we had a meeting, an executive meeting, and I had to attend. I have assignments. I am a student, but I had to balance both. Yes, that has been my life, both leadership and academics in the institution.
Now you are done with school.
Yes.
Tuende kwa wanasemanga aje? Yes, the corporate world. Dunia ikufunze.
Dunia imenifunza kweli. Dunia nayo imenifunza.
So you are out of school.
Yes.
Hizi vitu zote zimeisha. You're not famous. Now you're back home.
Famous. Yes, I'm not famous.
Umeangusha kila, like you've dropped everything. Now you want to start. Sasa wewe binafsi, you.
Okay, it came a time after my academics, the semester ended on June 2021, and so we had to look for an attachment, because we had not done our attachment because of the COVID-19 thing. And so I had to look for an opportunity. Man, I searched. I don't have an uncle, a godfather over there to hold my hand per se. But you see, God came through. I got an opportunity to go to a company, an insurance company in Nyeri. That is where I spent my 2 months after school. And then after there, I had nowhere to go, so I had to go home in Kiambu. And I spent some good time there harvesting coffee, kulima. Mimi nalimanga. Ukiniona hapa, I'm grounded in all ways because my background influences who I have been brought up with. Then in December, before I left that company,
this is in
last year, 2021 September. That is when I left that company. I had nowhere else to go, so I went home. And then once I went home, I've said I used to help my parents in hizo kazi za nyumba because tena siwezi angalia watu wanafanya ati juu niko na degree ati watu wanafanya kazi and I'm just there. No, I'm not of that type. I will just do that work. So nikafanya kazi before nitoke hiyo kampuni, nika apply my internship, makazi nini. I had a list of the insurance companies that I really wanted them to give me an opportunity. Wow, I never got any. And so I could feel, oh, my heart is breaking, like, God, and the way I have served you, God, and the way I feel, I give my best. Why are you delaying? Why am I? And then some of my friends had gotten the opportunities ahead of me. So I could feel, ni mimi niko nyumbani.
Mbona mimi nimekuwa faithful.
So ningefeel, imekuwa ngumu sana. But I applied one of the companies in Nairobi, na Mungu akanipea kibali. That was the only company that called me. And that is how I said, like, hey, Mungu wenyewe hii niwe umenichagulia. And once I got to that company, majority of the people who had that niko kwa hiyo kampuni, the internship opportunity that I have been in this 2022, they were like, hey, nani alikupeleka huko? Sijui huwezi kuwa ulifika huko peke yako. Nilikuwa nauliza na Mungu, kwani hamjui Mungu wangu ni mkuu? And I've had a very great opportunity in Nairobi. I've told you I've not grown up in Nairobi, but I studied in Nairobi in high school and I've come back in 2022. So settling here, especially in this side, Ruaraka, it was not easy. But God came through for me. I got a place to sleep.
So you came to Nairobi in
January
2022?
Yes. And I have been in this place. I love Nairobi. Back then when I could see those places, hizo manyumba makubwa because huku mimi sitoki, nataka kukaa Nairobi, nataka kukanisha na hawa watu. But ungejua because that was only a desire in me, and God brought me back. I've had a good time in Nairobi. I've had a great time in serving God in Nairobi, and I could say, unajua ukiwa umekubaliwa na the city, this is the capital city of Kenya. So vile nilifika Nairobi na Nairobi ikanikubali, nilijua basi nimepenya. And that is how I became confident, because now self-esteem, vile nimelelewa niko zile za I can affirm myself to build my self-esteem by my own. But God has been so faithful in the year 2022. Nasema nyewe ni mkono wa Bwana umenibeba. Because going to Lang'ata, I used to go to Lang'ata, come back, and what was outstanding for me ni kukua tu Nairobi. Like kukua tu ninaona watu wanafanya kazi, niko kwa magari, like that life, na kuona kujua, nimejua places nyingi sana, na nimefurahia sana. Yes.
Okay, so this is where you got your internship and it's imeisha.
Internship yangu imeisha sasa, na namwamini Mungu atanipea kazi. I've said I did bachelor's degree in actuarial science, and so I'm trusting God for that. I'll do my professional papers and become an actuary by profession. In my career, I deal with pension scheme, I deal with insurance, I deal with investments in money market funds and such things. So I'm trusting God for Mungu mwenye amenitoa huko 10 years ago is the same God I'm trusting in this particular need.
Yes, so guys, as you have heard, Praise is looking for work. If you're watching this and you have opportunities out there for whatever she has mentioned, please just comment down below na hata unganisha.
That to connect.
So praise, yes,
Yes.
praise. We have known you through your music. As Deliverance Church Ruaraka, we have known you through your music. We have been blessed by your music. We've seen the other day we were launching your band,
Yes.
and your career in music is just top notch. So tell us about your music life and the band.
The band and the lights. So concerning my career in music,
Yes.
is there a career in music?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
There is actually. There is. You are a band leader.
Oh, yes,
You are-
yes I am.
A founder of a band. Maybe the CEO.
Mimi ni CEO wa kampuni yangu.
Tell us about that.
Okay, so I noticed or nilifahamu ama nilijua mimi naimbanga from my Sunday school. Ile yenye watoto wanapangwa mstari, then unaambiwa kuja hapa Naomi, wewe ndio unaingiza watoto kwa kanisa muimbe. And so I could feel like kwanza keyboard ikichezwa then ipewe mic, mimi sikuwa na miss beats from the word go. I don't know how. Like I don't know whether my mind is imeconnected hiyo kawaya. Sijui kama kuna kawaya hapo sijui. But from there I used to desire so much to sing. Like I would go to crusades and I was like, God, one day I want to sing like that. I would attend keshas and I would feel I would like to sing in such a place. And so I love live recording or else live music whereby we sing praise and worship. We have the congregation whereby people pour out their hearts to God. And so in my high school life, back in Form 2, we used to have conferences in our home churches. And you see, as short and very tiny as I was, I could join the young mothers and sing with them. Sometimes I could miss out because I never had the uniform. See, wanavaa green, mimi niko na white, wanavaa hii, mimi sina nguo. But wakati wenye walikuwa tunaenda kuimba, kulikuwa na hawa mapastors wanakuja and they were like, sasa it's time ya kuombewa nini. Sasa tena watu wa praise and worship wote simsi tulikuwa tunasava hapa kwa madhabahu. And they were like, you have a star in music. The favor of God is upon your life. The first time in 2014, it was said like that. The second time, I'm talking about different pastors or different guests when you walikuwa naitwa kwetu. The second one akasema, you have a star over here in worship, in praise and worship. The third one, it was my teacher of mathematics in high school. We went for a conference, and then he came with 3 gentlemen, and then we had never talked with him about my music. Sasa akakuja watu wenye alileta wakaimba. Then sasa tukiwa kwa congregation, imagine akaniita mbele ya watu, mwalimu wangu wa mahesabu. That was in 2016. And he was like, I want us to pray for Naomi Praise. And we were like, sasa huyu mwalimu mimi hatujaiongea naye mambo mimi sijui the Holy Spirit community kwanza ni wa mahesabu na ndio nimetoka kufanya form 4 KCSE, you see. So akaita hao wanaume watatu akawaambia, nataka muombe huyu msichana, hiyo grace yenye ya kuimba yenye mko nayo ikuwe double kwake. Hivyo tu jokes, and that is, I don't know, because of the desire deep within me in crusades, in keshas, in what, that is, I believe it happened in a way that yenye mimi singeelewa. So kuingia university, unaona vile niliflow, nikaendelea kuimba. So kukuja sasa Mungu kuninenea mambo na band, it was in 2019. I write journals because I love recording vile Mungu aliniambia na aliniahidi atanifanyia. So in 2019 we had gone for a leadership summit in Karen. And so in that session, the pastor was talking about purpose. The purpose that God, Mungu hakukuumba ukue tu hivyo nini. Hey, mimi nikiwa hapo, I was drafting some things. I was writing the purpose band, I was writing vision, I was writing vitu zenye sikuwa naelewa pia mimi. And so after the sermon, the pastor, the coordinator of that session asked, if you're there and God has spoken to you about something you have never thought of, rise up on your feet, we confirm this, like we affirm or we ile agreement ama ile kukubaliana na Mungu. Mimi naamini Mungu anaongea na watu because I've experienced it through him. So in 2019 sasa sikakuwa confirmed hivyo that Mungu unaniita kwa youth ministry, especially in institutions of higher learning, whereby I had to go back and return those young adults to the root of worship and show them, like, despite you being a doctor, despite you being a nurse, despite you being an actuary like myself, like it's beyond that. God is still interested in your heart. And that's how I got the vision. I kept it in my heart for so long, for 2019, 2020. I never shared it with anyone until a close friend of mine, I shared with her. And I told her, by the way, one day I would like to have a band. She was like, oh, this is so wonderful. She's a confidant of mine. And akaniambia, may God fulfill your desire and such. So mimi, kufika Nairobi last year, I attended a session, Sarakei Tuesday worship moments, nika-attend. Kumbe mimi kufika ilikuwa ile ya Mungu kukuonyesha, kuniambia, hii kitu ndio ile kama yenye wewe na kutengenezeanga. And from there, that was in January. So I could go there. I never used to go there to sing. I used to go there to see what God is saying is will do for me. So I could imagine myself singing, I could imagine people being blessed. I could imagine people pouring out their heart to God. And hivyo ndivyo Mungu akaninenea as from March. I started raising an altar, kujishikanisha na hiyo madhabahu. So ikakuwa March, was it March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yes, for 9 good months. I used to say, like, I am carrying this pregnancy, and after 9 months I'm going to deliver. And that is why the band launching happened in December, because I was like, Lord, thank you, because I conceived this vision. Now imekuwa kubwa in April hapo March, na lazima nikaideliver December. So the Purpose Band is already here with us. 2023 is here with us. We are going to those campuses, we are going to those universities, we are going to those colleges to sing worship keshes like nataka mioyo ya wana youths imrudie Mungu, because we are like tumepachikwa maneno mabaya, but God still has his remnants. I saw in the Purpose Band, I have the guitarists, I have the drummers, I have the vocalists, I have the technicians. Like, it's full, it's packed. Once I share the vision with them, walikubali, we were like, now we are waiting to see this come true. So expect us from wherever you are. Give us invitation. The Purpose Band is all over the social media, the Facebook, the Twitter, the TikTok. We are all over. Give us an invitation. We are ready to come and minister to you. Na Mungu atatubariki.
Are you open for wale watu wanataka kujiunga na nyinyi, ama you have now your people already?
I can say for now, tuli launch juzi. So for now, ule mtu mwenye anaweza penda kujoin, anaweza kuja, unaona ile ya kumweka mtu pending, kumobserve, because hao wenye tuko na wao ndio tumefast na wao ndio tumelay foundation na wao ndio tumeweka vision na wao. So until tumepaa, unaona ile we are somewhere like tumepaa like an aeroplane hivyo. Like tukisha fly sasa, tukisha paa, now we can accommodate others. But for now ndio tunaunda ground. And it is already okay. Yes.
Okay. So which is your favorite song?
My favorite song. So would you like me to sing?
Yes,
a song?
Sure. Acha tusikie hiyo sauti. Watu wanasikia music. Acha tusikie sasa sauti yenye tunaongelelea.
Okay, the current favorite song, because mimi nyimbo zangu favorite zinaendanga na season. A song can be favorite for last month, but not favorite for me this month. So for this month, at the end of December, the song that I love so much is sung by Margaret George. Yes, George, yeah. Unaweza kutenda, unaweza kufanya. And I welcome you to sing along with me. Unaweza kufanya, unaweza kutenda mambo makubwa zaidi ya niombayo. kubwa zaidi ya niombayo.
Singeingilia hapo juu ningeharibu Yesu. Nikaamua tu ninyamaze. But you have such a good voice. You are talented, yeah. So we are coming to the end of the show, and I would like to encourage, to advise young people in music and in life generally. What would you like to tell them? A word of encouragement, maybe a verse?
Philippians 4:13. It says that I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. And so what I would encourage the youths, do not let anyone look down upon you because you're young. The Bible talks about David. Ile wakati wenye David alimwagiliwa mafuta, hakuingia kwa leadership immediately. God took him to the bush to prepare him, kumtengeneza na kumtayarisha. And later on ndio alianza kufaitiwa na Saul na kufaitiwa na ndio asiingie kwa leadership. But one thing I know, as long as God has anointed you, usijidharau. Give it your best. Serve the Lord your God wakati wenye uko mchanga. Changamoto. Napea youth changamoto. Nawaambia we have parents. Sisi ndio tuko na ile energy ya kuzunguka. Na kama mimi naweza zunguka wapi, Mombasa wapi, I can go anywhere I want. As long as sahi niko youth, you see? But ukiangalia na wazazi wetu sahi, mama yangu nimemwacha nyumbani. Hawezi enda kila mahali kama mimi. Unaona? So like we have seasons of our lives. So to the youths, try your best. Yani guard your salvation in fear and in trembling. Guard it jealous. Yani ile jealous unaichunga sana because unajua ukinyakuliwa hiyo utafanana tu na watu wa dunia. So believe in yourself. If you have an opportunity to study, please give your best. Make sure you make yourself proud because masomo nayo ni muhimu. The next thing I'd like to say is visions. Ile maono yenye uko nayo, Mungu ni mwaminifu na atatimiza. Then the last thing is the have mentors. Have mentors in life. Have people you can call. Have people you can lean on. Have people wenye wanaweza ku-encourage. Have people wenye wanaweza kusaidia kwa maisha. Because ukiwa na watu kama hao, anaona unaenda hivi anakuambia hapana, praise hivyo, rudi hivi. You see, have someone you can talk to. Yes, serve the Lord your God as long as you're breathing. Because as long as I'm breathing, I will not give anyone an opportunity to worship God on my chance. I'm so happy for being in DC Ruaraka. This is the church I joined immediately I came to Nairobi. And despite of Mimi, I'm an introvert. Mimi si wale watu kuongea sana. So nilikuja nikacheza chini, but I used to admire the altar. I was like, one day once I'll get there, I will give my best. Nikikuja ni music, like I do it as if I will not do it tomorrow. Inside my closet I'm like, God, grace me. Stakangi kuserve Mungu na mazoea. Unaona ile ya umezoea Mungu, yani ile ya hata nikiimba sauti yangu si niko nayo. But I'm like, God, I want people to encounter you, ile heart to heart. So mimi I depend on the Holy Spirit for guidance, for grace. Yeah, mimi nawatakia kila laheri. Watu wa DC Ruaraka mimi nawapenda. Kwa kunikubali, kunikubali. Na mimi napenda youth wa hii kanisa sana. Sana nimepata a family. Yes, very mko na power. Kwanza watu wa Joshua.
Usilete hizo
Joshua and
show.
Israel. Okay.
Usilete hizo kwa show.
Ya watu wangu.
Kena angekuwa hapa angekazi.
Okay, the Kenyan artists that inspire me most, I have almost 5. Sarah Kay being the first one. I love that woman of God. Man, I love her so much. I also love Gloria Moliro. I love Eunice Njeri passionately. Like, I love her music. I also love Evelyn Wanjiru. I love the way she does music. Then the last one, who might be that? Maggie Dawn. I love Maggie Dawn too. Yes, like mimi napenda sijui worship tu, mimi ninasikianga tu nataka mambo na worship sana, and those have been my inspiration. And one thing I'm so happy about, like I have been since I came to Nairobi, I have been meeting them one by one. Nile yenyewe siwezi, unaona ile ya kumconfront, mimi napenda music yako hivyo, but nimewaona kwa macho yangu. So to the world, napenda music done by Victoria Orenze. I love the way she sings. I love Sinach. I love Ada. I love music done by Boaz Duncan. I love music done by Essence of Worship. I love live recorded music. Like hata kama kuna ile ya kwenda studio, yes, lakini hii ya live bado inanibariki sana. I've written a variety of songs, by the way. Mimi niko na nyimbo zangu. So ni ile ya kuamini Mungu najua utatengeneza njia. Unaona ile wakati wa Mungu hauwezi pingwa. So ikifika ni wakati wake, we shall be doing those music with my band, or else kwa studio, I don't know. Yes, and it shall be okay.
So it was nice, very nice having you, Praise. You inspire a lot. Acha nijiongele. You inspire me. Yani, I'm just learning. Yani, unajua mimi bado niko shule. So I'm still learning, and you are one of the people that I look so much up to in terms of my faith, and you inspire me a lot. And so thank you so much for being that person that someone can look up to.
I didn't know.
Now you know.
Now I know.
So thank you for gracing this show. It was an absolute honor having you. Karibu sana in our next show. No, join media.
Nitajoin media. Mimi nataka ba interview mingi.
So guys, we've come to the end of the show. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have been blessed with the story of Praise, and just make sure you like this video, comment, don't forget to share, subscribe down below. And then follow us on our social media pages at Deliverance Church International, Ruaraka, on all the platforms. And see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Makubwa zaidi ya